I got new stuff. I'm so excited. Gotta call my buddy, Nicholas. Let's see. Okay. Nick, do I have you?
Got me. What's going on?
I got you? Oh, dude.
How you doing?
Hey, doing good.
Hey, there
man.
he is.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I got something. Brand new.
Okay, what? Yeah, show me. Okay, that's not new. That's Brightsign. Come on.
Well, no, I know. But they came out with something new, apparently. And they just sent it to me. Super excited. Oh, okay. It's smaller than the other one that we have. It's smaller.
What is it?
I'm about to show you. Hold on.
Okay, all right. I'm holding you. Get me all excited. Call me about. Oh, XT series. Which one?
Yeah, this is the 2145. Which is
okay.
Is that brand new?
Yeah. I mean, it's been
XT2145.
shipping for a couple weeks. Yeah. All right, so 2145 is the first of the dual channel versions in their standard XT line. So the XC is that 4-channel one. That's the one that's over your shoulder that we're planning on using at NAB. And so it's a so this is, you've got the 4-channel and the 2-channel versions of the XC, the big one. The XT is their traditional line. They're more cost-effective, smaller footprint. So this XT2145 is the first dual-channel version in this one. But it's the one that includes a video input. So, because remember, we were talking a couple weeks ago about these, is that they brought back the HDMI input, so that you can bring a live source in local to your digital signage. But now you get 2 outputs, and you can do different things with the dual outputs. You can clone the dual output, so it's the same thing. Maybe you're doing like a display on a pillar where you got a TV on either side of the pillar. They're the same content. So rather than putting up a DA along with your player, you just have one player that's feeding both screens the same. Or you can split them up and you can have different content on both sides of the wall or both sides of the screen. So curious question.
And it looks like you still have, it looks like you still got micro SD. So you'd have that. And it's got, micro SD, USB-A, and then USB-C as well. And then it's still got the GPIO and the serial IR and a 3.5 audio. So it seems pretty fully
everything. It's everything that's in the single channel version. You're just doubling your channel count at that point.
Wow!
Right, because you get the dual output. So it's effectively like the 1145, but with another HDMI output.
What is this?
Which I can't see it.
I just took this little black thing off. It's this little gold thing. What is this?
Wireless.
What?
That's for your network antenna, your wireless antenna.
The Brightsign can be, man, am I just a dork and didn't know that it was wireless this whole time?
Well, they don't come out of, don't come out of the box wireless. You actually add a wireless card on the inside, but you need external antennas since most of the chassis is steel. And as we all know, wireless and steel don't play nice together internally anyway. So yeah, you get that extra ability to add there's a little wireless or Bluetooth module that you open up the bottom plate, you slip that little card inside, and then it's already connected to those antennas. So you get 2 whips that go with it and punch those in and you're good to go.
Nice.
But
and
again,
is there more power in this, do you think?
There is
power?
In order to do dual screen, yes. Less so than the XC series. Like when you look at the XC series, those things are big and chunky. I mean, you got, so compare the depth or the thickness of those 2 units. I mean, significantly different processor so that you can achieve, quad 4K or 8K outputs on that other one. Dang. So you got a lot going on in that little box. And I'm excited because I'm thinking NAB. How long do you get that for?
Ooh, they didn't give me a limit to how long I can have it.
So basically, we don't need to return it until like May, is what I'm thinking.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think, dude, so are you considering maybe like using this for pre-NAB? That would be pretty sick.
No, it'd be awesome. It'd be a great showcase of the unit. People can see it in play. And I'm thinking there's a couple different areas that we could toy with. One would be the podcast studio. Let's think about, because we were talking about putting those displays up at the podcast studio, and you wanted one of them to be the content that's actually being produced.
Nick.
So
let's do it. We should go in the sim. We should look at the sim and do this.
Can you pull me in?
Can you give me like an hour and then I can get this in the sim?
Call me.
All right, Nick, do I have you?
Got it.
Awesome.
You,
Nice.
you ready to show me the floor plan? Are you done
Yeah.
yet? So I can see it? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, no, definitely. So I
right.
picked 4 places that I thought we might do this signage. So
Okay.
that's the food area, the podcast booth, right outside the workflow. There are 2 signs, and the AI corner. So we've got those like 4
Yep.
main places we can utilize digital signage. So which one of those do you want to start with?
Well, I mean, we were just talking about earlier about the 2145, the new player. So why don't we jump into the podcast booth? Because that's the first place I think I want to put it.
Okay.
So if you can get us over there, perfect.
So this is
So
it.
one of the comments you had for me earlier was that we wanted to run dual displays right here behind the desk. So
That's what
this
I'm
is going to
hoping
be
for.
where. Well, yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't.
Okay.
And it'll be less distracting for the people that are recording a podcast because they won't be seeing the audience as much. But 2 things I want to achieve. So one, I'd like, you had mentioned you want to have live content coming from the TriCaster, the live switch.
Yeah,
so
in the back there.
So if we could feed from an NDI decoder into the HDMI input of the Brightsign player so that we got live content on one screen. And then
Okay.
we can put up the marketing content. So, I mean, this whole thing is
Okay.
to kind of show off what we're doing in the podcast studio, all the marketing content we're producing for our vendors. So we could put up our marketing menu and kind of info about the group on the other monitor.
So like, hold on. So like this, I think.
Yeah. Although I like the gaming part better, if we can go there. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's spot
the
on.
content's chunking a little bit. This is a big scene, so the content's
Yeah,
chunking a
fair
little
enough.
bit. But yeah,
Well,
so
this is only
that's
for
an
you-
exact.
This is for you and I to reference, so it's all good.
Yeah. So this is an exact like that. So that right screen should be the hardware input from the TriCaster. I guess we could go
Okay.
SDI to or like SDI to HDMI, and then HDMI into the Brightsign. So out of the
I think we're-
TriCaster.
I think
Or we
we're
could go
putting
NDI.
a mini back there. Yeah. So let's just bring an NDI decoder and we'll drop it back there.
So like a KiloView or something like that behind it.
Yep.
And then feed NDI into the input. So that's pretty cool.
Perfect.
So okay,
Yeah, easy.
awesome.
So
Great.
and then then we can build some content there for the other screen that just kind of talks
Yeah.
about the products and the services and
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Let's
You
tackle.
want to do the? You want to do those wings of the workflow? Okay.
of the workflow stage. Yep.
Yeah. So we've got a couple here. So there should be one on this side, and then there should be one on this side too. So
Okay.
are you thinking? Are you thinking 2 screens, or is 2 screens too much, or 1? Or...
No, well let's run a single on either side. I think budget wise, I don't know how many screens I'm going to be able to afford this year. Yep, that
Okay,
works
so
perfect.
like 1, and then
let's do one on the reverse side. So ideally, I want people to, when they walk up to come down the alleyway to go through the demo, that they can sort of see a map, schematics, info about what we're showcasing. And so this could be here are the 4 demo pods.
Okay.
On-prem audio, off-prem audio, cloud switching. So as they see that, they'll kind of come into it and they can see sort of a layout of what the pods are, or even a line diagram showcasing what it is. So that would be good. So if we have that on both sides, no matter which side they enter from, they get a preview of what it is they're going to see.
And they're getting the same. They should be getting the same signal because it's at 2145. Like 2 of the outputs. We're not utilizing the input, but it's the duplicated signage in this one.
The duplicated output. Yeah. And in this
Okay.
case, we won't have to run DAs or anything because we got the 2 outputs on the screen. So we can just run them.
Okay.
We can put the player. We'll need 1 extender to get it to the source to the other side.
Okay. You want to do the AI
Or
card?
we can plug it into NDI and just pull it up with some NDI decoders and use the player. That way we can leave the player in the rack.
So the player is like is disparate from a direct connection to the TV in that case.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
AI corner.
AI corner.
AI corner.
So
pretty bare
on
right
this
now.
one, well, yeah, and all I wanted originally was 1 screen.
Well,
Because
I can do
we were
one
just going to
screen.
make it a presentation space where vendors can come over and talk about their AI workflows, different AI aspects that they're doing. But I'm thinking inside of Bright Author, I know we can program a window to basically like an empty window that is a live input and have it overlaid over content. So we could go dual screen. You were the one who discovered it. Don't look all surprised at me.
Wait.
Right? We figured this out last go around. So if we go dual screen, make one all about the AI group and the enterprise group and the services that the enterprise group is doing. Right. And their booth is going to be right next door with Dell and the rest. And then the other screen, we could have additional content about sort of the stack of vendors that are in the enterprise group. But then when somebody comes over to do a presentation, they plug in their laptop and they do a screen takeover on screen number 1.
Okay. So you're thinking
Follow?
on like, I think so. So hold on. So it would be like, hold on. So you would put like a PowerPoint like on this one.
How did you get one of these players? That's the one I want to know because I couldn't get one. So
my little secret.
Yeah,
so like so somebody comes up and puts a PowerPoint on the screen.
Yes.
And then as soon as it's finished, then it goes back
to it goes back to its pre-canned presentation. So that'll give us 2 layers of content so we can talk about like the vendors that are in the AI stack and all the things they're doing in terms of their whole platform. But then the other side can be about the enterprise build division, right? And so all the things that we're building in terms of servers and other stuff. So we can kind of showcase that group because this table and this cluster is going to be between the enterprise group and the AI group at the show, right? The ones that have that embedded in their hardware, software, whatever they're doing. So yeah, I like this one. This works good. That just means now I got to buy another monitor. Thanks a lot, Jordan.
Well, we've got one more space, and this is the food area. This is like over by where all the food is. So I'm a little concerned because of how so if we put like one screen in, it looks kind of lonely. So we have options. I mean, if we wanted to use the 2145 in this case, we could do 2 of the same. Hold on. We could probably, in this case...
Honestly, hey, hold on. You've got that XC5 sitting in there in the office.
Oh, yeah.
And this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you, but it means I got to buy 2 more monitors. So thanks a lot.
Are you thinking video wall?
Why'd you do this to me? I'm thinking video wall. Why not?
Like, are you thinking
I mean, the one thing... Because we've got this long table stretch here. No, because that's a pain in the butt. And then I got to buy a heavier mount. I got to buy an awkward mount and go through all that. No.
Okay. What about, hold on, wait. Okay. If you don't, what if you split it like that?
Now we've got the ability to show different stuff because we could talk marketing, sales, enterprise. We could show...
do different content on every screen.
Yeah, but only have to worry about one player to drive it. But you could do takeovers where like content flows through all of them.
Oh, here's a question.
Yeah.
Is there
You want to make it more interesting?
It would be kind of cool if it was not just 4 screens. What if you... How could you like make this?
Well, I mean, the whole joy to the XC5 is you can do rotations, you can do architectural designs, and pump out the content. So
rotations is interesting.
I could see like maybe 2 of the displays flipping in a portrait mode, and then you could have like a person standing there welcoming people or other types of content in there. We could be playing some of the web content that we produce, some of the podcasts, just have different types of content just to show who we are as a company.
Like that?
Yeah. Maybe we don't do a total takeover where it all becomes one image.
Well, yeah, you can't do. Well. You just got to
plan the. You just got to plan the palette out. One thought goes across the entire screen, so it's almost like a moment of exclusivity.
That would take some doing that I can't do from here. But
but
that's cool. That's an interesting idea.
I don't know. It's going to give you a little bigger palette to play with, right? Now we could go all 4 as pillars, certainly, and then create more of a curvature or a different design wall. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think if we're going to go with 4, let's break up the image a little bit because I could see one of those being the scheduled for the day of who's speaking, what announcements are happening from which vendors, while maybe the others are talking about the different sales territories or the team.
Yeah.
So this gives us just a sort of a breakup moment because everywhere else is sort of tagged with specific content about workflows, showcases, the podcast booth. This is the one area where we can tell the JB&A story, right? And we can talk about our company and kind of what's going on. So play with it. I just think I'm totally game with flipping these and playing with those screens.
So Nick, I'm assuming you know what this means.
That I have to buy a bunch of TVs.
That's right. You're gonna and we're gonna have to go to Brightsign for more of the new XT2145.
Well, yeah, we're gonna need like what, 4 of them now? Three
because we've got 4 places. So
2. I mean,
So
if we're gonna, we could run a single channel if we wanted to run one of the other XT units for the workflow boot or the workflow demonstration. Since those screens are cloned with each other, we could go just a single channel there and just use NDI to display it.
So we'd need 2 more. Yeah. We'd need one for the workflow, one for the AI corner. This one is reserved for the podcast booth, and then we've got the big boy.
Well, Mr. Magic Hands, you figured out how to get the first one before me. I guess it's on you to get 2 more.
I like this plan. Cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Dude, this has been great.
No, I like this, man.
Fun.
I think this is going to be one of our best showcases ever from an AB standpoint. So the workflow table looks good. And I think this, get a chance to run some Brightsign and actually drive the show. You've been asking me to do that for a couple of years now. So congrats. You pulled it off.
Nice. Awesome. Cool. Thanks for your help, Nick. This has been fun. It's always fun to ideate with you. I love it.
Real-time thought process and design. Scary, actually. Scary. All right, man. You got it? I think, by the way, Greg told me I had to let you go in a few minutes because you guys are going to lunch. So get out of here.
In 3 minutes. Wow, we did it. That's awesome. You got me out by the 3-minute mark. Very nice. Very nice.
This was your call, not mine. All right. Talk to you later, Holmes. Thank you.
Peace, brother.
Bye.